Chester Moe, featured artist of the night. We're going to talk to him right now as Rob gets the shot set up. This guy emailed me. He's one of the few artists that emails a random email and I respond to right away because his music's so good that I just have to have him on the show. So Chester Moe from Brisbane, I would say Brisbane as a stupid American, but Brisbane, Australia. What's up, man? How you doing? Glad to have you here.
Hey guys, I'm well. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for responding to my random email.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we get lots of submissions, and it's. I really don't go through most of the music until a couple weeks after I get the submissions, but for some reason I hit you up right away. So, tell us who you are, what you're doing. Give us a little intro into the song "Into the Sun," and then we'll come back and get deeper with Dave.
Yeah, well, I'm Chester Moe, and from Australia, southeast Queensland, Brisbane, and I like long walks on the beach. So hence why. A little bit about me as an artist. I've sort of been kicking around doing lots of punk rock from an early age. I grew up playing Green Day and Foo Fighters, and when I started playing guitar, I sort of got a lot of influence from John Mayer and Justin Timberlake and Maroon 5, like those kind of guys. And so I have just launched my sort of solo career, and the debut single "Into the Sun" is actually weirdly enough very different from a lot of the stuff that I write, and I kind of did that on purpose. A lot of my usual stuff is very moody and about devastating relationships. So this was kind of something for me that I really wanted to put myself in a place that, despite everything that's going on in the world, I could escape. And to me, that's just like a tropical getaway with the sun and the water and the beach, and just to be able to get away to that place is what I really wanted to capture with this.
Nice. So let's go ahead and take a listen to "Into the Sun," and we'll come back in about 2 minutes and get deeper with Dave.
Yep.
Anchors up on this California coming of age. I got something better. All the colors I feel are coming out in a rainbow of new adventures. Oh, run away into the sun. Take a dive with me, chance on a tropical change in the water. I can see the summer in your eyes, fighting to stay a little longer. Oh, run away into the sun, and we'll chase the night and wake the dawn. Fill your eyes with the sky, let it take your mind anywhere you wanna go. Oh, run away into the sun. My body's dripping with the fun of spending the whole day doing nothing. We're just soaking in the notion that we finally gave up on thinking about everything we never had. All we need is us. Oh, run away into the sun, and we'll chase the night and wake the dawn. Fill your eyes with the sky, let it take your mind anywhere you wanna go. Oh, run away into the sun. Who am I escaping?
All right, first you got to tell me how you got that really cool, like, muted bass sound.
I don't know if I should give away all my secrets.
Oh, man, come on. Is it one instrument? Let me just ask that.
No, it is one instrument. Funnily enough, it's just an acoustic guitar. But I do. It's like a palm muted little lick, and then I've got some octave effects on there to get that particular sound. So yeah.
Well, dude, that's super cool. I mean, the track is like really clean the way you did it. I mean, it sounds like there's a muted guitar where it's just kind of focusing on the mute portion of just like getting the clicks, and then maybe like the bass on was from a synth, but that's all on that guitar. That is super cool, man. So yeah, dude, hot track, super clean. Do you do the mixing yourself?
No, so I tracked and recorded most of this, co-produced it with a producer over here in Australia called Stuart Stewart, and he's worked with Shepherd and the Veronicas. He's quite prolific over here, so it was an honor to work with him, and he co-produced it with me, and so he did all the mixing and mastering on that.
Is it a totally hands-off type of relationship there? Did you like let him just do his stuff, or were you over the shoulder kind of?
No, I mean, there's certain elements where I would just let him go because I knew the sort of sound that he's renowned for, and that's kind of what I was chasing. So I was very, very involved, obviously, in the composition and the song writing and the tracking and all that sort of stuff. So we worked really closely together on this, and I guess he then added his final color to it.
Nice, man. Very cool. I didn't get a chance to see the full bio. There's an issue with the website over here and everything. So I encourage people to go to like Spotify or Facebook to connect with Dave Luke, who is Chester Moe here. But so just a couple more questions. Like what's the live setup for you guys? I mean, do you have a full band that you kind of play around with?
So I'm actually in the process of putting a band together for upcoming shows. When I release got a new single coming out on the 15th of November, and I'll be putting together some shows for that. So this solo stuff is based around my live looping setup, but there's a fair bit more production in these. So I envisage eventually a full band, but it's all based around my live looping setup, and which is kind of, it's, I could probably show you, but I would ruin the camera angle.
No, I'm curious, like have you ever tried to do a performance where you basically just bring all your equipment and then have background music going while you're playing? Is that how you have performed before?
I rarely will play to like a performance track, but it's actually something, it's funny you say that. I've actually just started rehearsing this new bunch of songs that I've recorded to backing and live looping at the same time. It's not something I've done a lot of before. I'm used to
dude, I mean, it's like the evolution of this space is funny. I was thinking about this earlier today, where the first time I saw someone trying to kind of do that type of scene was, maybe 30 years ago. I was on vacation somewhere, and it was guy in a guitar, he's playing a piano with his foot, and then he's got like a drum on the side. It just basically like really clunky, like cheap, and he's just kind of doing, it's like, okay, cool, he can kind of make some type of music. But over time, parallel to the advances in technology, it's become a little more serious where, if you really like do your research and learn how everything works, I've seen people do that, where they got the keyboards, they got the Ableton, system where it's all on the buttons and everything, and everything's looping, and he's just behind the mic with the guitar, and it sounds amazing. Like, so it can be done. Have you thought about going that far?
That's definitely part of my live show,
and it's almost even more interesting, like, to see that,
Yeah, but it's hard work. So if you ever see someone doing it and it sounds half decent, they put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, that's obvious when you look at that. I've seen videos of it. I'm like, holy crap, like the preparation for that. It's like you have to Oh, you just have to pre-record so many parts and you can't make a mistake because everything is, all looped together. But anyway, all right, man. So yeah, we're gonna move on, dude. We're gonna play the next tune here. It was a pleasure having you here, man. Come back, be a panel guest, and
Yeah, I
critique
love
others'
that.
music, man. Yeah, and keep us up to date on your new releases and everything, man.
Absolutely.
And what you
November.
decide with the live band, we want to hear all that stuff.
Will do. You'll hear more of me for sure.